these elaborately carved cabinets and chairs and pieces of art furniture introduced a level of craftsmanship that remains highly desirable even today.
Give me designer, everything looks enriching. Dolce, Versace, but Perla makes me turning my space into chic and pretty. Give me designer, so polished, posh and...
What do you think about when I'm thinking Renaissance art? Give me some names. Who are the most famous ones? I'm sure you guys can come out with some Renaissance artists. All right, I'll give you my favorite. Happens to have been born. Oh, I'll give it. All right, I'll give it. April 15th, 1452. Oh my goodness, on my birthday! Yes, 520 some years earlier. He is my kindred spirit, Leonardo da Vinci. Craftsmanship matters. It taught us that great design is timeless because it is based on proportion, harmony, and human experience. It celebrated craftsmanship and luxury. And clothing actually became richer, more colorful, and more structured too.
The Design Authority.
And here we are again at the Design Authority. But I got news for you because today we are stepping into one of the most influential periods of the history of art, architecture, fashion, and of course, interior design. Well, let me tell you, and I gotta say it, we had fun with that Gothic, didn't we? But if Gothic architecture was about reaching towards heaven, honey, the Renaissance was about celebrating humanity, beauty, proportion, and the incredible potential of the human mind. Oh, yes. Did you know that the word Renaissance literally means rebirth? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Renaissance, rebirth, reinvent. Makes sense, doesn't it? Well, it actually began in Italy, mamma mia, during the 14th century, and it flourished throughout the 15th and 16th centuries. Because you gotta know that after centuries of medieval thinking, Europe experienced an awakening. Oh, yes. Artists, architects, philosophers, and designers look back to the ancient civilizations again of Greece and Rome, but now they rediscovered ideas that had been forgotten for over 1,000 years. Right? How can I forget such things? Well, the Renaissance, though, I gotta tell you, was much bigger in Italy than in France. I mean, we've been talking about all this French Gothic and all this history with the French, with the Louis, as we go forward, but not the Renaissance, darling. That is where it was the biggest, totally its biggest ever. So, let me tell you, Italy, oh, I love Italy. I just want to go right now and go to Florence. We'll talk about that. Italy became the center of creativity. I could handle that too, right? Because wealthy families, hello, such as the Medici family of Florence, invested enormous amounts of money into art, into architecture, and of course, culture. Cities such as Florence, Venice, oh my God, Rome, and Milano became creative laboratories where genius seemed to exist on every street corner. Wow, well, that's how it feels like now when I go visit Italy. I'm sure you guys have been there, you get it, right? So, what made the Renaissance so important wasn't simply beautiful paintings, because that's what everybody knows about those paintings. No. It wasn't just that. It changed the way people viewed the whole world. Oh, yeah. For the first time, artists studied anatomy, mathematics, even perspective, of course, light and nature with scientific precision. Oh, yeah. The goal was no longer simply to create religious imagery like in the Gothic era, which was, like we said, over 800 years, right? Well, not now. Now, the goal became creating beauty that looked real. Like me! Oh, yeah. They wanted to make them real, like real photographs. Now, when we think about Renaissance art, let's talk about it. Here's where I'm going to have fun because I got some of my favorites. But several names immediately come to mind. Let's see, who do you think about when I'm thinking Renaissance art? Give me some names. Who are the most famous ones? I'm sure you guys can come out with some Renaissance artists. All right, I'll give you my favorite. Happens to have been born. Oh, I'll give it. All right, I'll give it. April 15th, 1452. Oh my goodness, on my birthday! Yes, 520 some years earlier. He is my kindred spirit, Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, darling, Leonardo da Vinci brought together art and science in ways the world had never seen it before. I'm talking talent there. I mean, that guy was totally multitasking, and we all kind of like to do that in our own way. But his works combine technical mastery with emotional depth. Like me, I'm loving him because he's one of my favorite, if not my favorite artist for many personal reasons. And then again, there was his other buddy who was also in the same era. Do you think they were friends? Do you think they were partners? Frenemies? Well, who is that? I'll say it. Michelangelo. Oh, yes, they were in the same era, but Michelangelo transformed sculpture and painting into expressions of power. Okay, if you want to know the birthdays, Leonardo was in Aries. Michelangelo, Pisces. Michelangelo, yeah, the Pisces. Well, his work still inspires artists and designers today. All right, then there's also Raphael, who became known for elegance, harmony, and balance, qualities that continue to influence luxury interiors. What about Titan, Titiano in Italiano? Oh, el Titiano, especially in Venice, whom introduced rich colors. Oh, loving him, dramatic light, and luxurious textures that still influence fashion and interior design. Now, what people often don't realize, let's be honest here, is that these artists weren't simply painters. No, they were visionaries. They were visionaries who influenced everything from furniture and architecture to fashion and decorative arts. And they still do. If you guys know who they are, I know you've seen them before. I'll show you a painting right now. I mean, look at this painting. Whose painting is this? You know that one, right? All right, but then again, switch styles. Whose painting is this? Good guess. I'm going to turn it around. A little trick question. Whose painting is this? Anyways, so back to stories in history. I got to tell you that the Renaissance did completely change the architecture. Oh my goodness, yes it did. So instead of Gothic pointed arches and dramatic vertical forms, Renaissance architects looked to ancient Rome for inspiration. Aren't we doing that now? I mean, come on, we're looking at Instagram for inspiration. Well, not then. They looked at ancient Rome. And then buildings became balanced, symmetrical, and mathematical. Well, let me do the math. Proportion. Yes. 3 defined features of Renaissance architecture include symmetry and balance, columns in classical orders, domes, and grand architectural proportions everywhere. Then, gotta let you know that one of the most important architects was Leon Battista Alberti. Oh, yes, this Leon, he believed that architecture should flow and follow in mathematical harmony. And then again, let's mention another fabulous one, Filippo Brunelleschi. Let me say it right. Brunelleschi. Can you say that? Yes. His magnificent dome in Florence changed architecture forever. Oh my God, you gotta go check that one out. I'm talking about El Duomo in Firenze. So, let's talk about it, because now when you walk into many luxury hotels today, like let's say the Ritz-Carlton, those spaces are now inspired by certain European style that came from the Renaissance. The principles are coming from that. The domes, all of those details coming from there. But also the symmetry, the grand staircase that we do. People love that symmetry, symmetrical. That's what Renaissance was about order, symmetry, all of that put together. It was always inspired from that, and it's still being used today. So now let's step into a typical Renaissance home. Well, the interiors became more refined, more elegant, and more comfortable too. Well, wealthy families wanted their homes to showcase culture, education, and success. That's what happens. It started shifting again. That's when trends change, goals change, principles change. And several elements define the Renaissance interiors. And these are things like decorated ceilings, of course, wood paneling, and a lot of carved details. Take into consideration that also marble surfaces and stone floors became the hottest thing ever. Yes, there's also tapestries and luxurious textiles. Oh, honey, they just kept getting more luxurious with time. Now, also take into consideration that rooms were able to become larger and more organized because of that. Furniture was no longer purely functional. Furniture, it actually became art. That's right, I've seen them. Like right now, I could tell you some of the most iconic furniture pieces, including like, I'll say it, cassone chairs, refractory tables, and my favorite, Savoranala chairs. Oh, look at the Savoranala chairs. It's like a sculpture in itself. All these elaborately carved cabinets and chairs and pieces of art furniture introduced a level of craftsmanship that remains highly desirable even today. I mean, hello, where are you going to find those Italian reproductions? Italia. And now, in many luxury homes, we're still borrowing these ideas. And it goes for everything. It can go for custom millwork, any little carved details, architectural moldings, decorative paneling, and statement furniture that all trace the roots back to Renaissance design. Also, the color palette of the Renaissance is particularly fascinating because it reflected both nature and wealth. Popular colors included deep reds and everything, deep burgundies, rich golds, and ochre tones, even forest greens, olive greens, warm earth tones, actually soft greens too. And that's what's happening right now. Go figure, we're thinking we're doing all this organic vibe. Well, guess what? Those were the colors were inspired by the Renaissance period. For sure, the organic. So these colors then created interiors that felt sophisticated, grounded, and of course, timeless. Sound familiar? As I was saying, many luxury designers today are still moving away from cool grays and returning to these warming Renaissance-inspired palettes. That's my point. Keeps evolving, keeps changing, including fashion. So when we talk about fashion, well, you know, fashion and interiors are always influencing one another, right? This has been my theme, and because it's true. So, Renaissance fashion celebrated status. I mean, look at those costumes, outfits. I mean, you know, you've seen them, right? Well, it celebrated craftsmanship and luxury. And clothing actually became richer, more colorful, and more structured too. The key characteristics including fabrics like velvet, brocade, oh my goodness, embroidery and hand detailing. I keep saying they don't make them like they used to, but that's what Renaissance is about. Rebirth of design, style, and quality. Jewelry and precious stones came in certain pieces that, oh my God, I'll take one right now. At the end of the day, fashion became a visual statement for success in many ways. Luxury fashion houses today, I can name a few. I mean, really, who are your favorite Italian designers? I can name a few. Well, today, they continue that tradition of bringing in style, design, and quality. Because when we see couture fashion featuring embroidery, metallics, detailed dramatic sleeves, and luxurious fabrics. I'll say it again. We're seeing Renaissance influence. One of the reasons people love the Renaissance is because it represents optimism. Oh yeah, we're positive people. We're loving that Renaissance. Oh yes, it was an era that celebrated creativity, beauty, knowledge, and innovation. It was a period where art, architecture, fashion, science, and design, they all worked together. How fabulous is that? Working together with all the beautiful things life has to offer. Yes, and that is why the Renaissance never ever goes out of style as far as I'm concerned. When we design a grand residence with dramatic staircase, Renaissance! When we specify marble floors and decorative ceilings, Renaissance! When we create elegant symmetry and balanced proportions, say it, Renaissance! When we choose rich colors, luxurious fabrics, and artisan craftsmanship, oh, I'll say it, yes, Renaissance. I'll say it over and over again. So the Renaissance wasn't just a style. It was philosophy. Yes. It taught us that beauty matters. It taught us that craftsmanship matters. It taught us that great design is timeless because it is based on proportion, harmony, and human experience. So, perhaps, let's say, the greatest lesson from Renaissance is that luxury is not about excess. Luxury is about excellence. Yes, it's about creating environments that inspire us. Hello, what I'm trying to tell you. Want to be inspired? I want people to be inspired from others. I'm inspiring you. He's inspiring me. I'll tell you who's inspiring me. Oh, I'm sure you can figure that one out. Yes, it is about creating those elements and spaces that inspire us. Also, elevators, and also, most important, they stand the test of time. And that is exactly why more than 500 years, yes, 500 years later, but who's counting? Yeah, you know, I already told you my birthday next to Leonardo. No. Later, even more than 500 years, designers, architects, artists, and fashion creators continue to draw inspiration from one of the most extraordinary periods in history. Let's say it, guys. Renaissance. So please join us next time on the Design Authority as we continue exploring the evolution of style, of architecture, interiors, fashion, and also the fascinating stories that shape the world of luxury design. It never stops. Guess what? 50 years from now, and someone's talking about their Design Authority, I'm letting them know right now. Throw me in next to Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Versace. Put me down with the Italians. Maybe I am Italian. Yay! Renaissance! And I'm not kidding when I'm saying put me down with Da Vinci, Versace. Hello, it's Lichi. Lichi, Versace, Versace, Lichi. I'll even sing you the song. Oh, here's our song. Play, sing, dance to that song. Give me designer Lichi. Go on, play it, baby.
Give me designer Lichi. Everything luxe and richy. Dolce, Versace, Perla makes me turning my space into chic and pretty. Give me designer Lichi. So polished, posh and ritzy. Wishing the jury's ritzy. Hollywood glam in every hue. Mirrors, crystal, silver too. Gold leaf ceiling, satin air. Every step screams billionaire. Gucci green with emerald pride. Armani, come on either side. Forget the catwalk, claim your throne. Perla's palette makes the house your own. Oh, give me designer. Everything looks and richy. Dolce, Versace, Perla makes me turning my space into chic and pretty. Yeah.